Welcome, my name's Chris, and this is our experimental Adeptus Titanicus battle report. Trying out the format, how things might work, what tech do we need to buy in the future. It's 1500 points, it's a meeting engagement. Let's get to it. Okay, so my list is Legio Mortis, and using the Legio Mortis traits from the Titan Death book. As and when they will happen in the game. It's an Axiom battle maniple. It's 1,495 points, 5 points spare, and kicking off with a Warlord, which is my Princeps Senioris, and I'm giving them the Swift Killer trait from the main rulebook, which is a 45-degree turn before it shoots at -1 ballistic skill, which is really handy for something so slow. You can really catch people out with that. 2 Bellicosa volcano cannons and the Apocalypse missile launchers on the carapace. It's backed up by a Reaver with laser blaster, Gatling blaster, and the warp missile support rack, which I haven't used yet. I basically just needed to find something cheap, and I had this conversion laying around, so I'm going to use it today. Second Reaver with a power fist and a melter cannon and an APOC missile launcher. A Warhound with a Vulcan Megabolts ×2. This has one job, is to get out there, strip off some shields quickly. That's it. Once it strips off the shields, it can't really do any damage. So it's a one-trick pony, one-trick dog, you might say. And then I got a Cerastus banner, just of 2, just because it fills up the points, really. It was that or 3 Questoris, and I would have been 1500 on the nose. I just think these guys just pull their weight a lot more. They're just so dangerous on the charge, and then once they're in there, they're in there. If you can get around the rear or something, even just 2 of them, it's just absolute carnage, really. So that just tops up the points nicely, and that's me. Okay, right, so this is Steve's list, so I'll hand over and let him talk about it.
Right, so I've taken Legio Gryphonicus, the Venator, light maniple, 2 Warhounds and a Reaver. The Reaver in that is my Princeps Senioris. I gave the Reaver a melter cannon, volcano cannon, and a missile launcher. So a short range, you can do the business when the Warhounds strip shields. I've taken an additional Reaver, not part of the maniple, and that's got some long-range weapons, carapace, laser blasters. I gave it a power fist because I stupidly stuck it in, didn't magnetize it. And to round it out, I've taken 4 Cerastus Knight Lancers in 1 banner. Now, with the Warhounds, I went for Plasma Balastion and the Heavy Bolter, 2 strip shields really, did the damage. I've also taken with them the Legio Gryphonicus specific war gear, which is enhanced Auspex relays. That's for 10 points, and for those who don't know what that does, it essentially allows me to measure the distance to any targets within 12 inches of a friendly Warhound before I declare target, which will be very useful with when coupled with the Venator Maniple Legio trait. And that's about it, Chris.
Marvellous. Got to say, definitely worried about Cerastus Knights, because I've only got 2. So yeah, let's get into the deployment and mission. Cheers, Steve. Okay, so we've deployed for today's game. The mission is just a engage and destroy for the first one. So basically, let's just try and kill each other and see how this goes. I've got my 2 Reavers down on this flank, and my Warlord, Cerastus Bodyguard, and a Warhound sort of centre left. And Steve's got Reavers and a Warhound squadron on this flank, and then tucked away the incredibly dangerous banner of 4 Cerastus Lancers. Nobody likes them. Okay, Steve, so you need to pick a target for your Princeps, I believe?
Yeah, with the Legio Gryphonicus, you get to pick a target for your Princeps Junioris. Any attacks against that target get to reroll ones. However, if another Titan attacks the same target, for those of you who don't know, he loses that ability. So out loud I've declared that the Princeps Junioris is going to pick the Warhound as his target of honour. So get the reroll ones against him.
Thanks very much. So we're all good to go. So we're going to roll off to see who has the initiative for the first turn. So who's got the D6?
That would be you, because you finished last.
Okay, so I'm going to roll a D6. And I get a 6.
Of course. Oh!
And a 7. So Steve's got the initiative. If you'd like to turn the dial to Gryphonicus yellow. And we're going to get into the strategy phase, and we will come back to you after we've done some orders as well. Okay, so we've enacted no stratagems at the beginning of the game, either of us. We do have 2 each, I think, with the 3 CP, which is still a mystery to both of us. I have done no orders at all. I'm a little bit cagey. Steve has gone full stride on every single unit. He's going to push up very aggressively and foregoing shooting. So we do have a lot of short range weapons in our lists, so it's probably not a bad thing. So we're going to get into the movement phase and get back to you. Okay, so with movement complete, Steve's pushed up on this flank, and his Cerastus are coming around this flank. I've moved my Cerastus around to try and block this side, because I feel that he's going to try and force him in front of the Warlord, give my tactics away. And I'm just going to try and push up here, maybe try and strip some shields. I've got the shots. Steve's got to try and weather it. In the repair phase, some reactors were pushed. Mine are all perfectly fine.
Yeah, I've been to plasma on most of mine. Just pushed a couple of times to get extra moves on the reels.
Yeah, so generally everyone's in pretty good health. And we're going to go into the combat phase. Okay, turn 1, combat phase. Steve has the initiative and gets to kick off first.
Yeah, so all of my guys have got full stride orders, so there will be no shooting. So I'm going to move these guys first of all. We'll try and get out of the range of Chris's nasty missiles on his Warlord.
Okay, so Steve's activated his Cerastus Knights. I am going to try and counter that. So my Warlord's trait is Swift Killer, so I get to make a 45-degree turn before shooting. So I'm going to hand this over to Steve so I can do some Warlord shenanigans. Okay, so I'm going to make my turn. And I'm going to fire all 10 missiles at -1. I'm probably in short range, so I won't get any bonuses. Yeah. Okay. hit on 4s. Okay, 1, 2, 6 hits with the missiles against Cerastus. There's lots of them. They are strength 4, so I think you'll be saving on 2s 6 times.
6 times. Here it comes.
All saved.
Nice.
Okay. Bellicosa. Hit on 4s. Let's fire the first one on the left hand. So I've missed, and I need to take a command check. So I get +2 for being my Princeps, which passes. Plasma reactor goes up 1. And now I need to scatter. So it's coming back 5. I could pick this guy, couldn't I? That'll be dirty. Probably should have done that first. So I'll take it from the centre guy, because I didn't choose. Which is my fault. And that'll be 1 hit.
You're safe here, I believe.
So rough damage. So 3, that's 15.
So 15 is a devastating hit. So 1 takes 2 damage.
2 damage, and then the second one, hit on 4s. It's a hit.
Ouch.
Again, it'll be the centre guy. And my warlord goes up. So we're looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hits. Again, no save. 2, 3. So that's a 14, a 15, 2 17s, and an 18.
Pretty
I
sure
think that's
dead.
probably the end of the unit.
Yeah, that's 3 crits in there, plus the damage I've taken. Yeah, that's them gone.
That's the Cerastus, now it's gone.
Sounds like cheating to me.
If we've done anything wrong during this report, you know, do say. It's our first go. We haven't played too many games, and I can't tell you how difficult it is to try and video stuff and remember what you're doing. It must be the size of my brain. So yeah, first blood, if you like, to the warlord. Okay, Steve's activation.
Okay.
I bet he wishes he could shoot now.
Right, we're going to go with this Reaver. It's actually just going to move up a little bit, not far, just 3 inches that way. Made in a straight line because you can't turn on full strike lords.
You cannot turn, okay. So I'm going to open up with this Warhound, and he's going to fire his Mega Bolters. Now I'd say the left hand one is at -2, and the right hand one is at -1. So I'll fire them separately. I think they're 6 each.
They are.
They are. 6 dice, 6s explode. So left hand 1 hit on 5s. For 1 hit, 2 hits, and an extra 1 because of the 6. So 3 void shield saves.
So 3 free ups.
He's failed 2.
2, that's not good.
Ready for the next one?
No.
These ones are at -1, so these are hitting on 4s. Again, there's another 6 in there.
Another 3.
My logo. So that's another 3 void shields.
Okay, well, this time I'm going to declare void shields to full. So I get to roll my reactor dice. That's the one, just moving it up the one, which is just in the yellow. So rerolling 1s on these. Typical, I get 1, 2.
Failed another one.
I'll tell you what I did there. So that's so I am down to my last shield.
Last shield, okay. And now I'll go to Steve's activation. That was pretty happy with that. This Warhound's got one job, is to strip shields. His guns can't really penetrate armour.
Okay, I'm going to move the Warhounds. I'm not going to go the full distance. I'm just going to move 4, keep them together to share those shields.
Okay, I'm now going to activate this Reaver and take on the Reaver in front of him. So looking down, he's completely in the open. I'm going to open up with the Gatling Blaster.
for
Rick and Morty.
Rick and Morty.
6 dice. Hitting on 3s. So 1, 2, 3, 5 hits. 1 void shield left.
1 void shield left. I will declare void shield to full again. 2 reactor. Still in the yellow though. But rerolling 1s. 6 you said, Chris? Or 5?
Yeah.
Okay, so I failed 1. So shields are down. I'll get that reroll anyway. Yep, that's the shields popped.
Shields are down. Okay, now I'm going to open up with the laser blaster, which is 3 shots. -1 at long range, so I'm hitting on 4s. For 2 hits. No shields.
No shields.
It's the leg.
Mm-hmm.
And it was 2, wasn't it? So strength 8. Superficial. And 111.
That's a direct hit, so 1
direct
point of damage to the
hit.
legs.
Okay. I'm going to try and I'm going to fire the warp missile.
Oh, that's a bit scary.
Okay, so this is new. Haven't used this before. It is +1 at 20 inches. I'm going to do an aimed shot, which is -2. So it's only -1. So I'm going to aim for the legs on a 4+.
Okay.
And it hits.
Ouch.
Okay. What does this do? I need to roll a d6. See what happens to it. Okay. So it's a 4. On a roll of 4 to 6, the target location suffers a critical hit.
Oh, good. That's critical hit on the legs. That is stabilizers damaged.
And that
Nice.
is that one done. And what I'm going to do here is now I've fired the missile, I'm going to take that off and put that on.
Back to me then. So, I am reluctantly going to move my full stride orders. Just another 3 inches up to there.
Okay. I've just got this Reaver here facing off melter cannon and melter cannon. So let's fire the APOC missiles and the melter cannon at the Reaver. So 5 dice for the missiles. That's 2 hits.
Okay, it's a full shield, so that'll be 3 ups. That's 1 down.
1 down. And the melter, 1 shot. It's a miss.
Oh, but it does scatter.
So it's going to scatter.
So if I syringe template.
Yep.
Put the dice, Chris.
Got my dice.
It goes
Off the table.
off the table.
And that is all my activations. I'd say quite a successful turn for Mortis.
Okay. End phase.
End phase.
So I have to rake a little bit of stabilizer damage to my Titan. If I roll a 6, which I believe is a turn to the right.
Severely crippled that Reaver.
Yeah, which is not too dirty, but I wanted to turn to the right anyway. So thanks for the free turn.
You're welcome. And that's the end of turn 1, I do believe.
That's the end of turn 1.
Okay, we'll be back in turn 2. Okay, so we're going to get off with turn 2, and we're going to start with the initiative roll off. Mine is the white dice, Steve's is the brown. I've got a 3, Steve's got a 1. I'm going to take the initiative. Mortis, red please. We'll come back to you after we've done any stratagems and orders.
There's a critical the left, wasn't it?
So, stratagems and orders for turn 2. don't think. What did Steve do? Any orders?
Yeah, I did a measure repairs on my Reaver. Managed to get the shields back up and lit, and one shield repaired on it. And most importantly, I managed to repair the damage to my stabilizers.
Okay, yeah. So critical damage gone, but we'll only be able to move or fire in this turn. I have a full stride order on my Cerastus right out here on the flank. They're ready to come in. I've got a first fire order on this Warhound, and Steve has played Blind Barrage on my Reaver. Basically means I'm -2 to hit if I shoot or shot at.
Okay, I'm also going to play another strategy now, Chris.
Oh.
Start of any phase, I'm moving into the draw phase. I'm going to play Sabotage.
Do tell.
Not a Beastie Boys track.
Yeah.
I'm going to play this on your Warhound. Essentially, it allows me to pick up your order dice and re-roll it, and you take the order dice that is shown.
Oh, lucky dip.
Lucky dip. So you never know, you might get it. Might get it back. But you, sir, are
shut down.
So you immediately lose your shields.
Shields down on the Warhound. Thanks. Okay, that's about as bad as that could have got. Okay, so we're going to go into the movement phase, and we'll come back to you. Okay, so damage repair overview. My Warlord was in the orange on his reactor and took 2 strength 9 hits to the body, losing 3 structure points. So that wasn't good, but he can take it. My Warhound is just sitting on shutdown, no shields. Steve recovered some shields and cooled some reactors on his Reavers, and everyone's looking a lot more healthy on that side. So we're going to go into the combat phase, and I'm going to start with my Reaver. Now hopefully I'm within 2 inches,
Yeah, I'd say you were.
so I can strike. So can you fire a blast weapon if there's risk of it hitting your own model? Okay. So
You can't target them.
no, can't target. So let's start with the missiles, which is too close actually, because that's a carapace weapon.
Yep.
So we're just going to fire the melt cannon,
Using weapon skill.
which is, I think, weapon skill 4. So it misses.
Oh.
That way 5.
Well, any luck. I've landed just between. Phew, escaped
Okay.
that.
And then I'm going to use the power fist. Which is 2 attacks. And I'm going to target the head.
Punching.
So +1 to hit, hitting on 3s. For 2 hits. Damage. Strength 9. So 1 superficial and 1 14.
That one devastating hit.
And this is concussive as well.
Yep. Pushing you back, I believe.
Maybe we should have started with that.
Yeah. So roll a dice, Chris.
Okay. It's a 5.
It's 5. So it pivots 45 degrees to the right,
Okay.
which is actually not a terrible thing for me. So there.
Okay. And that is my Reaver activated.
Okay. I'm going to go to my Warhounds. But before I start, I'm going to just use the Auspex array they have, and I'm going to measure. They are within 12, which means I'm allowed to measure the range for other Titans in the battle group.
Auspex array used.
So we're going to do a coordinated strike. We're going to fire at the Warhound.
Yep.
So we'll start with the first Titan in range and arc, 11 inches, and it's going to fire his heavy bottom, which is obviously used for stricken shields normally, but probably isn't going to be that much use now. That's 3 hits, no explosions, and this is at your weapon.
Weapon. Okay.
So it's a strength of 4 normally, I believe.
Yep.
So I've got a 9.
Yep. Roll a d6 for which side?
Sure.
1, 2, 3 is the left. 4, 5, 6 is the right.
It is the left.
Left hand side.
Can I even damage you with a roll of 9? I can.
It can.
Yeah.
So the left hand Vulcan Megabolter is disabled. Time for plasmas.
Yeah. No mate, you're looking 11 plus for a Vulcan Mega Bowler. Oh, I'm looking at the wrong dice, that's right.
Steve's looking at the wrong
I'm
card.
looking at the wrong card.
Yeah, Vulcan
Not bad.
Megabolter is disabled.
Indeed it is. Right, that's the last card.
Yo.
Yeah.
So, fires twice.
I forgot to add +1 to that for coordinated strike, so that would have been a 10. So it still definitely would have been a
Definitely disabled.
Alright, so plasma hits, misses on a 2. So that scatters. Where's my D10? Towards me.
Straight back.
That's a bit
8. I
frightening.
think that's going to land right in the middle.
That lands by the trees, but gets 2 dice, it gets 2 shots.
Another shot.
So the second one is a hit. So
A
that's
hit.
2 dice underneath
So
the
that's 2
template.
hits. Yep.
So that will be 2 dice. The legs. Now these are 6s essentially because of +1 for the
Yeah.
coordinated strike.
Strength.
Plus for plasma blast gun strength. which
2 14s.
is 2 14s to your legs.
2 devastating hits.
Boom.
So that's 4 structure points lost on the
Lovely.
Warhound.
Okay, second Warhound's got to fire, same target, same rules, everything's the same. So it's gonna.
Are you going to target anything?
Good question.
You can get, if you target the legs with the heavy bolters,
Yeah, let's do
with a
that.
coordinated strike, you'll be +3 to the damage.
Let's do that then. So this will be 5 to hit them because of the -2 for coordinated strike. It's only the 1 and 2 shot.
2 hits.
2 hits. So these are effectively at strength 7 now, aren't they?
Yep.
So 7 to the legs. That's 9, which is probably knout, I believe. And a 11.
An 11, which is a devastating hit. No, direct hit, which puts me in the last.
Since I read. Okay, we'll
In
go
the
for the
red.
plasma gun to this guy. Now I'm going to actually, is it any yeah, I'm going to do maximal fire in a second plasma gun,
Okay.
which means I have to check my reactor, and I get a 1. Boom. And I get to, basically these are now +2 strength. So these will be hitting strength 2. Now I'm going to fire, you can't target blast sadly,
Nope.
so let's just see, hopefully that's
So
a
miss, the first one.
Hopefully I'll get lucky if I hit next time and actually get the legs. So that goes 10 inches
Alright.
over here somewhere. And the second shot is a hit.
It's a hit, so another 2.
That's 2 dice. And it's going to be to the head this
Head.
time. Okay. So these are strength 10. These are 2 14s to the head.
2 devastating hits. And that is also in the red.
Yeah.
Warhound.
Sadly, because of my luck with the shutdown orders, Chris's shields are already down on the Warhound, so I didn't get to use my maniple trait to fire with Reaver because that only kicks in when the shields get knocked down by the warhounds. So, back to you.
Back to me. What to do? What to do? I think I'm going to fire my warlord. So we had a massive camera failure, and we've had to resort to a secondary device. So the warlord is going to fire downrange at the first warhound.
Okay.
I'm going to start with missiles.
I'm going to share my shield harmonics.
Yep. Merge shields, or whatever it's called. Okay.
Okay, so that's what, 5? Look at that, 4?
Am I at long range?
It was 30, isn't it?
Yeah.
Nope.
No.
26 inches.
So 5 hits.
Okay, so these are pre-ups. I'm going to push the reactor on the first warhound to reroll ones. That's a blank.
That's a freebie.
So these are going to be freeze. One reroll that. That's a save. So one warhound loses a shield. As they've shared them, I'm going to choose the rear warhound.
Okay, 1 shield down. So I'm going to fire the left bellicosa. Needing a 3.
Ooh.
There's 2 on the reactor as well.
It's going to be 3 hits in total, Chris.
Yeah, it will be. So 3 void shield.
Yeah, quite, yeah. So, am I going to be... Yeah, why not? I'm going to try and push the reactor again to voice to full. That's a 1. I'm going to push your reactor on this warhound. And freeze, rerolling 1s. Ooh. Yeah, all saved.
I'm not going to fire the other cannon because it's just getting too hot.
Getting hot in here.
And that will be my warlord activated.
Okay, I'm going to go with this Reaver, who is going to target the Warhound. And the trees make it a little bit difficult with the right-handed laser blaster. So that'll be a -1 there to hit. So I'll start the carapace, which you can see without penalty, from what I can see. That's going to be 2 dice, and he's going to be hit on freeze. That is 1 hit. Sorry, forgot to roll in the tray. And the shields are down, aren't they? Yes. So location is special, body. So body. So that's superficial.
Superficial.
On it. And the laser blaster, 3 dice, is going to be hitting on 4s. That is 1. Again, straight to location. It's going to be head. Oh, that's a bit of a better one. So it's strats a 13 to the head.
And this is on my warhound.
On your warhound.
Okay, so that is, I have no spaces to fill, so
Okay.
it's 2 critical.
Basically, yeah.
Okay. So that is MRU feedback and moderati wounded.
Okay, that's me done. Back to you.
Okay. I'm going to activate my Cerastus Knights. And they're just going to go up.
Do it for me?
Yeah, straight line, so in that direction.
There, yeah?
Yep, and the other one.
Behind?
Perfect.
Not worried about them. Yeah, I'm activating my last Reaver. Using the Auspex array on the Titan, I'm going to measure, he's within 12, I can measure with the Reaver before I choose a target. So he is 18 inches away. So I'm going to choose him as my target. Looking at it, he is in Arc of all his weapons. I don't really see any penalties there either, mate, I'm afraid.
Go for it.
So we'll start with the missiles. So carapace made of weapons, it's 5 dice. He's going to be hitting on 3, but not short, not at long range. Oh, only did 3. And no shields again, as we've said. So that's going to be hitting him in the legs this time. And they're only strength 4. Any damage to any
Yeah,
bonuses?
you got +3 to the legs.
+3 to the legs. So so that's a 13.
Okay, so that's a critical hit.
And 5 and 2 10s.
5 and 2 10s. 10 is direct, so I've got no spaces left, so that's another crit. And that's another one. He's on his last pip.
It's on his last legs, would you say?
Last legs, very good.
Right, now I'm going to fire the melter cannon, which is in range. That is a hit, sir. On a 4.
So that's 2 hits.
2 hits.
Roll location, hopefully it's
so
the body.
It is special.
Is the body.
It's the body. Obviously, you've got no special hits, so that is a lot.
13,
Yeah.
which is devastating. And a 15, which is a critical. Which goes up another 2, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, that warhound is in a bad way.
Okay, last but no means least, I'm going to fire the volcano cannon at him. That is going to. What target of that?
No, it's template.
Oh, it's a template, isn't it? Yeah.
3-inch template.
So I cannot target, so that's going to hit on 3. And I rolled the wrong dice. I rolled a 6.
It's a hit.
Definitely hit. 2 hits under the template. Location will be the body again. Not what I really wanted, I don't think.
It's +2 to this.
So this is strength 9 then, essentially already. 10, sorry. So
Yep.
this is 12 plus a 14 and a 17.
Okay, a 14 is a devastating hit. So that goes to the end.
Yep.
And
17's a critical, presumably.
critical, but can't go any further, so it'll be 2 criticals. Putting the warhound in the last bracket on the body as well. So next hit will kill it.
Okay, that's him done.
basically. Okay, I've just got this guy.
Yep.
He's going to fire everything at your Reaver.
Yep.
I'm at -2 because of blind barrage. So I'm going to start with the Gatling. Which is 2 hits. Got 2 saves to make.
Yep, so he's back to full shield, this guy.
Yep.
Fails 1.
1 shot down. And then the laser blaster. I'm going to push to make it shield bane. Oh, for 2.
That's okay, he's racked us in the green, isn't it?
No one likes a 2. And then hitting on 5s.
Just the one?
Just the 1 hit. -1.
Oh, it's a
Drops
fail.
another shield.
No matter how you look at it.
Okay.
So I'm actually done, Chris.
Yep.
But this is where I'm going to use my Reckless Maverick warlord trait, personal trait for my Princeps Senioris, which is once battle, the Princeps Titan can be activated a second time in the movement phase or combat phase, obviously choosing the combat phase. After doing so, advanced Titans react at 3 levels. So advanced means just move up as opposed to
Yep, roll the dice.
roll the dice.
Yep.
So it's 1, 2, 3. That does put him into the orange, which means he will take a bit of a whack next turn.
Okay.
It does mean he gets to fire everything again.
Okay.
So again, I can roll 0 within 12. I can measure range before I choose a target. Doesn't say it has to be the same target he's already fired or anything else like that. So I could take on the Warhound and possibly finish him off, or I could shoot at this guy here. But if I do so, I'd only be able to fire the volcano cannon, I think, and possibly the melter. But to be at web skill would be a great idea for me. So I'm going to elect to fire at the Warhound again. So as before, we'll start with missiles this time. I'm going to target these guys to hit your legs. So these will be hitting on 5s now. Okay, I get 1. That's okay.
It's +3.
It's +3, so 7 essentially. It's at 4, aren't they normally?
Yep.
Plus a 10.
That's a 10. That is enough to destroy it.
That's all I needed.
Okay, shall I roll the d10?
Do it.
Catastrophic.
Catastrophic.
It's an 8.
Okay, have you got any? Is your reactor on the orange one?
Reactor is in the green.
Okay, so that's a magazine detonation. D3 plus a Titan scale.
Do I get to shoot?
No.
No, it just explodes. Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's the wild card when you're thinking.
Oh yeah. Okay, so D3 is 1
So
plus scale of 6, it's a 7-inch blast. That might get my Cerastus on the other side.
Cerastus Knights, and that's it.
Okay.
So find the highest strength of your highest weapon, which will actually going to just be.
Yeah, it's only strength 4.
So that unit takes D3 strength 4 hits. So I'm sure roll it. So that's one
hit.
strength 4 hit.
Okay, I get saved on a 2 plus, which makes it on a 4.
But, as the first to say, engine kill.
Engine kill.
Took a lot to do it. More than I would have liked.
Okay, end of the combat phase. We'll take a break and we'll come back in the end phase. Okay, so beginning of turn 3. Just to note, at the end phase of turn 2, there was actually nothing to do. It's only my Warhound that would have, and that got destroyed. Everyone else is sitting pretty. So Cerastus, nice loss. Steve's Warhound loss for me. Going into turn 3. Let's see who has the initiative. I'm the white with a 7. Steve's the brown with a 5. Mortis red, please.
Ouch.
Turn 3, we'll be back after stratagems and orders. Okay, so end of the repair phase, turn 3. There's a little bit more to do as things have been heating up and taking damage. So my Reaver over here is fine. What happened to your Reaver, Steve?
He had orange reactor, so when I went to activate him, I had to run the reactor table. He rolled a power failure, lost his shields, but then was able to make a repair roll and managed. Well, I rolled a 6 and I thought about relighting the shields, but actually I just decreased my reactor by 1, so it doesn't happen again.
Okay, this Warhound, okay?
This Warhound, same thing. He had a reactor roll, also rolled a power failure. He then did his repair and managed to relight his shields and drop a level of plasma. So he's actually not too bad.
Okay, so a power failure is you drop all your void shields.
Yeah.
These guys are okay?
He was fine, yeah.
Yeah.
He just didn't do much. And the other guy managed to vent some plasma.
And yeah, my Warlord vented some plasma and cooled down the reactors, and other than that, everything was okay. So, in just a second, we're going to go into the combat phase. Okay, going into the combat phase, Mortis have the initiative, which I'm mine. I'm going to activate these Cerastus Knights with their advance orders.
I was hoping you'd forget about them.
No, get them out of line of sight. So if you could just shift them straight line.
12?
Yeah.
All the way?
Not all the way, just like nicely behind, a bit further. Yeah, and drop him behind.
That could be a problem.
And we'll keep them there. Okay, it gets them out of shooting from this Warhound and puts them in a really nasty place for that Reaver. Okay, Steve's activation.
Okay, I'm going to go with the Warhound over here. He's going to fight everything at that Reaver there.
Yep.
So starting with the heavy bolters.
Okay.
Okay, so I hit 5 times, but 6 explode. So that banks out 6 hits.
6 hits, okay. Shields are full, so that's 4. Another 2. Failed 2.
Okay. Fire the plasma gun. Hopefully it's a hit. That's 2 more shield saves. Template, and you get to take 2 hits for template.
Okay, I'm on a 4 up now, so I'm going to push the reactor to reroll 1s.
Yep.
So reactor goes up 1. 2 saves, 4 ups.
Oh.
Failed them both. Shields are down.
Fantastic. So that means I get to fire with my maniple trait my Reaver at you as well. But before I do that, I'll finish the plasma gun to get the second dice for this. That's a hit. So that's 2 more hits. So relocation will be Chris's head. These are at strength 8. So that is a 12 and a 13 to the head of that Reaver.
Okay, 12,
Mm-hmm.
direct hit.
Mm-hmm.
13, direct hit. 2 structure points down.
Okay, so using the maniple Legion rules, maniple rules, I'm going to fire 1 weapon and I'm going to choose to fire the melter cannon at you.
Good choice.
So that is a hit, so that's 2 under the template, and it's going to be another hit to the head. And at this range, I do believe I get a bit of a bonus with the fusion. I believe it's D10.
Half range, yeah, it's D10 instead of D6.
Nice. So that's right, that's a 2 hits. D10s. Okay. Ouch. So
9 and a 7. It's
So-
strength 11.
that is a 20 for the head.
Okay, 1, 2. That's a crit. It's got to be 2 criticals, isn't it?
Got to be, yeah. And the other one is
Yeah.
is also an 18.
Okay, and this is on the head.
Yep.
2 criticals on this Reaver.
Nice little maniple rule.
Okay. Let's see what I want to activate. I don't think my warlord's really got anything to do. Everyone's kind of scattered and run away. So I will activate my Reaver here and see if I'm in the front arc. Yeah, so I'm going to unleash everything into the Reaver. I'm going to start with the fist. Just hitting on 3s, 2 attacks. Where have you taken damage on that Reaver, Steve?
On the Reaver, nowhere currently. I've just got no shields. Well, not the shield matter in the range anyway.
Okay, I'm going to go for the legs.
Yep.
And that is strength 9.
That's 2 hits though, Chris. Yeah.
That's 2 hits. Hit on 3s.
Yeah.
So now I need to damage. Oh, it's a super shot. 11.
So that
The
is the
legs.
legs is a direct hit.
Okay, and this is concussive.
Yep.
So roll a d6.
Indeed.
It's a 1.
Okay, that's to the left 45 degrees, which does that.
Okay. And now the melter cannon.
Yeah. That's the bit I'm worried about.
It's a 5, so it hits.
Yep, that's 2 d10s, same as I just did to you.
Okay, location. Legs.
Oh, not
I'll
one.
take
Let's
that.
see.
So it's a 17
So that's a critical.
and a
1, 2.
19.
So 2 criticals, much like yourself, putting me into the orange as well in the leg. So that is stabilizer damage, locomotor seized.
Blow for blow.
But I get to fire my Reaver again because he only fired his maniple trait. So I'm going to fire both my weapons at your Reaver again.
Okay.
I can't fire the carapace because of the range. So let's start with the volcano cannon, which is draining. I think I'll start with the melter cannon first.
Okay. Hitting on a 4.
Hitting on a 4, yeah. That's a miss.
A miss, because we're using weapon skill at this range.
Let's hope it doesn't hit any friendly water guns. Oh, that would be an order dice.
Ah, it's going 6 inches.
Oh. Kinda. One hit on myself.
Hits himself.
Must have bounced off here somewhere.
Okay. Roll location and damage.
Okay, so that is leg.
Oh dear.
Okay, so that is a
14?
14. So that's a. Oh no, because of my bonus, that's a critical. So I'm in the red.
One more hit and he's dead.
Yeah. Okay, well I might as well fire the volcano cannon then, which is possibly going to put me into the red in my reactor. Oh no, waken the machine spirit. Command check is a
Four.
pass, so I raise it to there. So back in the orange, not where I want it to be, has to be said. And because we're using web skill, that's a miss.
Same miss. It's another scatter.
No, not with this one, mate. It's not a template. Oh no, you're right.
Yeah, it's a 3-inch template volcano cannon.
For the real one wasn't as good. Oh, excellent.
Another miss.
That's him.
That's it. Okay, I'm going to activate this Reaver and fire down range. I'm going to start with the Gatling at the Reaver. So 6 dice. Hit on 3s. 3 hits.
Okay. I'm at shield strength of 4. So that's all failed. Shields down.
Shields down. Right, now I'm going to go in with the laser blaster.
Terrible.
3 hits. Long range hit on 4s. For 2. Location. It's the body. 1 superficial and an 11.
So that's a direct hit to the body.
1 structural point down. And I'm completely done.
Okay, I'm going to use my Auspex array with this guy, 0 and 12, to measure the range of another friendly Titan. So I would say he's definitely in range. Let's check and see if he's an arc, because I'm going to choose that Reaver as my target. No, it's definitely an arc. So you can definitely see with both weapons. So he's going to start off with the carapace mounted laser blaster, which I am tempted to target. What damage is he? He's in the just in the orange, isn't he? In the head.
In the head, yeah.
Okay, let's go to target the head. This is 2 dice, but even 5. That's 2 misses. Okay, we're going to do the laser blaster, same thing.
Yep.
On the arm, 3 dice.
Yep.
Now he even 5s. That is 2 hits. That's
2
more like
hits.
it. So this is going to be.
Needing 6s because you're -1 long range.
Yes, I am. You're
Yeah,
right.
so 1 hit.
And how far was I? 17, wasn't I?
6.
Yeah, so that is 1 hit. You're completely correct. But it is, I'm getting a bonus with plus.
+3 in
So
the head.
essentially it's strength 11, plus that's a 17.
Yeah, it's crit. It's down to his last
Lovely.
pip.
Okay, that's him done.
Okay, I am completely done.
Okay, that's been my Warhound, but he has no targets.
Yep, correct. The Warlord can't see anything.
Ah.
I've got absolutely no targets.
Cool, that was my hope and dream.
Yep. End of the combat phase?
End of the combat phase.
End of the combat phase. Okay, so turn 3, end phase. What's going down?
Well, I'm immobilised, and we've ruled that, yeah, obviously that supersedes me randomly twisting from my leg damage.
I've got Moderati wounded on this Reaver here. I can actually get out of that once per game with a Mortis Legion trait. We'll see if that comes into effect. Because Moderati wounded happens in the strategy phase.
Moderati wounded is in the combat phase, which might want to hit. Princeps wounded is in the strategy phase.
Okay, so we might ignore that next turn. And everything else is ticking along, I think.
Yep.
Okay, we're going to get ready for turn 4. Okay, so beginning of turn 4. We've normally lost a lot more Titans and stuff when we've played other games, so this is different. Okay, so initiative roll off.
Okay, it's a 6 for me.
That's a 10 for
my
Mortis.
goodness.
We'll keep that in the red.
Did not need that.
Initiative Mortis. We'll come back after stratagems
And orders.
and orders. Okay, turn 4. Orders received. Warlord going full stride. Try and get back in the game. Reaver, first fire. It's got some nice targets. Because of my Mortis trait, once per round I've ignored the effects of MRU feedback, moderati wound, etc. and stuck a charge order on this Reaver. I've also got a charge order on my Cerastus Knights, and Steve has a first fire, return fire order on that Reaver, and emergency repairs on his
I
Princeps.
managed to repair some critical damage and vent some plasma to stop me going into the orange again at the beginning of the repair phase this time.
But hopefully I'm going to hit it pretty hard
Yeah, it might not matter.
in the charge phase.
Pretty-
So we'll see. So we're going to go into the movement phase and we'll give you a recap at the end. Okay, so turn 4 movement phase overview. Couple of first firing at each other here. I think I took a couple of structure points off you, didn't I? And you missed actually. This Reaver actually targeted this Reaver and missed.
I tried to kill it
Yeah,
before it attacked me back.
yeah. This Warhound just snuck around here, and this Reaver charged and did quite some extensive damage to the legs.
Yeah, he's now mobilised again. I didn't manage to repair him on emergency repair orders, so he's now back to being immobilised, which is why he hasn't backed off.
Cerastus Knights charged the rear of this Reaver and smashed the legs in. This one's still alive, but I think he's on his last.
He's on stabilisers damaged.
Stabilizer's damaged. This Warhound's just kind of come around this rocks. I think he's going to try and go for the rear of my Warlord at some point. Quite a successful movement phase with all the orders. for the Mortis side. We'll be back in a second for the combat. Okay, so just come into the combat phase of turn 4, just done some damage repair. Steve's got something. What's that?
Oh, I forgot to do this warhound. So you can raise one
Oh,
shield.
one more hand to go, which we forgot.
There we go. Yeah.
So lots of plasma vented. The 2 Reavers took off some critical damage. I couldn't repair the head on my Reaver because I used my Legion trait to ignore the effects of my head damage. So he sparked up some shields. And everything else is okay. So I'm going to go into the combat phase. And where to start? I've got the initiative. I feel like I might need to attack with this Reaver before he gets attacked himself. So the only weapon I can really fire with is the attack with is the fist. So where have you got damage, Steve?
The legs.
So 2 attacks targeting the legs, hitting on 3s, 1 hit. Any pluses? +3?
+3 to this, yeah.
So strength 11 effectively. 15.
Is a critical hit, which puts him back into the red.
Back to the red. I needed that other one to hit.
If I hadn't repaired that, that would have been him dead.
Yep, fluffed it on a 2. Activated. Steve's activation.
Okay. I'll need a moment, Chris.
Need a moment? Do you want us to come back?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll come back in a second. Okay, we're back. We think Steve's made a decision. Where are we going, Steve?
We've got a firing at this guy here.
Okay, so this Reaver,
So
this
that
Reaver.
is 17, so that is still long range for the arm weapon. That's -1. 3 dice, that equals 4 on this. And I get 2. That's 2 shield saves, Chris. Assuming you've got a shield.
2, yeah. I think this guy's on
He's not getting touched, is he?
full shields. Yeah, he is absolutely untouched. 2 saves?
2.
2 saves, 2 fights.
The carapace weapon, this is 2 dice. Hit on 3 this time, just a 1.
Just the 1. 4 shields, good. They hold.
Out, back to you.
Okay, I'm going to go with the Cerastus Knights in the rear of this Reaver. So I'm going to start with the lances. It's 4 attacks. Legs.
Yep.
What's he on his last pit?
He is on +3 damage, but no criticals received.
He's got no criticals received. Okay, I'm going to start with the shock shields, I think, which is still 4 attacks. 2 dice each, yeah. So hitting on weapon skill of 3, targeting the legs.
Yep.
So that's 2 hits,
Mm-hmm.
+3 to the damage.
+3.
Okay, these are strength 6. That's a good roll. So that's 10, that's 13 and 14.
So that's basically 2 that become critical.
1 critical. Right, the
Or 2.
lances to try and finish.
Yeah, it should do it.
These are hitting on 2.
You only need 1, mate.
Okay, only needs 1. So he's a strength 8 +3. So that's 11. Superficial. So it's a 14 and a 15.
Well, you needed 2, but you've got it. So
Got it.
14 becomes, basically it's 2 crits.
And he's in his last one.
He's gone.
So, do you want to roll on your chart?
You killed it.
Do I roll it? I get the honours, do I? It's a 6. Is that wildfire?
That is wildfire.
Wildfire.
Alright, face direction determined by scatter dice, which
Okay.
no doubt will be the back one. Nope. And fire everything. That, nearest unit, friend or foe?
Uh-oh, who could this be?
Well, it's difficult to say. But I think your Titan's nearer than mine. 15.5.
Oh, it's his own.
Fantastic.
It's Reaver on Reaver. Friendly fire. By about 1.5 inches I got away with it.
Okay, I do fire at blitzskill of 5, fortunately.
Yep.
But I have no short range on my weapons. So the turret, the laser blaster. Oh, excellent. 2 hits.
2 hits.
I have no active voice shields. So legs, which is
Right.
Right, this could be him dead.
It's in the flanks, it's +1.
That's him dead.
Oh my god, he's destroyed his own. This Reaver has been killed, which in effect has now just killed this Reaver. It was a double whammy. Don't you love it when a plan comes together?
Okay, so let's start with this one first. Let's finish up this. He falls over. Hopefully killing the goddamn Cerastus Knights on the way. Where's my scanner? There it is.
We have a falling Reaver.
So he falls forwards 5
5
inches.
smashes into the rock.
Just goes like that.
Engine kill.
And the second guy, who's now exploded.
Oh, it's a 9.
That's a magazine detonation. So it's 1 plus its scale, that's 9, which means everything just got whacked.
Okay.
So D3 strength hits on highest strength weapon. So my highest strength weapon on it is the 11 strength 11 melter cannon.
Yep.
So your Reaver takes 2
hits.
strength 11 hits.
Okay, bypassing the void shields because it's within 2 inches.
Yep. So that happens to his legs. So that is 16.
On the
and
legs?
A 14.
Okay, so the 14 is a devastating hit. 1, 2. And a 16 is a critical hit. So 1, 2. And one of those.
Okay, and the Warhound takes 1, and he's not within 3. And
He can use his voice shields.
And he has got active voice shields. Which
That
will
fails.
promptly fail.
Drops a shield. Not the end of the world. And a second engine kill.
Both Reavers. Right.
Right, well, this guy now might not have a target.
Isn't it my...
Oh yeah, what have you got?
As your Cerastus have been my...
Yeah, that was true. Then yours shot yourself. Where are you going to go?
Well, I've only got my Warhounds left alive. So, yeah.
That face.
Don't think I've got any shots of this guy. So let's go to that guy over there. So you've got active voids now, haven't you?
Yeah, I mean, just out of 2-inch range, so opted for the better ballistic skill, but with my shields. So I've got 4+, 2 shields left.
Okay,
So you can strip them with a heavy
We'll start
bolt.
with heavy bolts. So I get, that's 8 hits.
Okay, that is, yeah, full house. Let's start with 4. Okay, a 4 pluses. So we made the first 4. Failed 1.
Shield.
He has 1 shield left. That is quite significant.
Yeah. Okay, let's fire the plasma blast gun.
Plasma 1.
That's a miss.
Oh, it's a miss. It's going to scatter.
Over there.
Yep.
And the second shot. That's a hit.
I've got a hit.
That's 2 shield saves.
Okay, 4+. Makes them both. 5 and a 6. I won't show you what Steve's doing. But it's not a dance.
Okay, back to you.
Okay, yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna check my arc, see if this Reaver can target that Warhound. Let's use the laser beam. Never used this yet.
Can you see it?
I don't know. That was the second thing. Let's have a look. Not from this gun. Only from the Gatling. -2.
Okay.
So hitting on 5s. 6 shots.
Is there a range spell or something?
No, I don't think there is for the Gatling. No. You get +1 at 8 inches. But that's not a thing. Okay, there's 4. And another 2. That's 2 hits.
I saved. 4 shields again.
Voids are up. Okay, any more activations, Steve?
Well, just like guys I said,
I've just got my Warlord to go.
I'll check his arc again, but I don't think I can see or hit anybody. So no, I'm done.
Okay, and I'm just going to move the Warlord up.
Right.
So it's 4 inches. Full stride orders. Look at him go. Look at him go. Okay, so that was a massively destructive combat phase. End of turn 4. Couldn't have asked for more, really. So we're going to come back to you for the end phase, if we have anything to do. Okay, so the end phase, there was very little to do. My Reaver just span around to the right, 45 degrees with stabiliser damage. It's the end of turn 4, so we're going to see if the game continues. On a roll of 9 or 10, I believe the game stops there.
That's right.
That's right. Okay, here we go. It's a 6. It's a 6. We're going to go into
Turn 5.
turn 5. Okay, so going into turn 5, the all-important initiative roll-off. There isn't much of a Gryphonicus left at this stage in the game, and Steve's rolled a
4.
Is that a 4? Those brown dice are pretty hard to see, I've got to say. I rolled a 3.
Yay!
So initiative yellow.
Hurrah!
Come back, 10-5 orders. So the only order was this Warhound here. There's a little first fire order there. I failed full stride orders on this Reaver because of MRU feedback and moderati and all that kind of stuff. I'm an Axiom battle line, so my other Titans could take orders, but they didn't want to, and the Thrasus Knights support, not part of the mana pool, so I would say that they cannot take orders, and we'll go into the movement phase. turn 5 movement overview. Push the reactor to hopefully get my Reaver out of the firing arc of this Warhound, and just kind of moved everything else around to pen in this Warhound that opted for the middle of the board rather than come around here as I turn my Warlord to try and fend it off, and then just try and cutting in here really. So we're going to do some repair phase and then see if that Warhound can survive a turn 5 combat phase. Okay, so in the repair phase, just some plasma done for these two Titans, nothing for Gryphonicus. Into the combat phase, Steve's Gryphonicus have the initiative. I think he only has one Warhound that can shoot.
Yeah.
What do you fancy?
Well, one Warhound and not the target I'd want to choose, but it's like the Reaver in front of us.
Okay, going with the bolters.
Yeah. Okay. Oh,
it's a lot, isn't it?
That's 4.
4.
With the
Okay, and I'm on 4 shields. Makes them all.
plasma cannon hits.
That's
That's 2 shields.
So that's 2. Fails 1.
Second plasma cannon misses.
Oh, it's a miss.
Now, what I wanted to do is scatter onto that wounded side over there. Oh, no.
Uh-oh.
It hits.
Is it going to scatter onto its own?
Just misses.
Just misses.
That'd just be about.
I think we'll accept that.
Just be about capping
Yeah.
off for Gryphonicus, that would.
Okay. My pick.
The rest,
My
of the,
pick.
the rest of the combat phase is yours.
The rest of the combat phase is mine. This Warhound cannot move because of the first fire order and is out of arc. So I'm going to use my Princeps Senioris trait and turn 45 degrees before firing. Back on target for the Warhound. And just 1 APOC missiles, -2. 5 shots.
Yep.
Hitting on 5s. Another one in there. That's 2 saves to make.
Okay.
Shields on full.
On full. Save.
Makes it. And I'm going to fire the 1 Bellicosa. Overkill much?
Well, it'll be 2 shield saves if you hit me, so it's not the end of the world.
Let's take that reactor dice.
Okay,
So that's 1.
Okay.
And a hit. So it's 2 hits.
1 shield.
1 shield down. Okay. I'm going to go with the Cerastus Knights. I'm going to use their shock shields. And they'll be hitting on 4s. 4 dice. 6s explode. 1 hit.
Saved.
So saved. How many shields have got left?
It's got 2 4-ups.
2 4-ups. Okay. Let's go with this Reaver. I think I'm within 8 inches to get +1 to hit with the Gatlings. It's hitting on 2s. 6 hits.
Shield down.
Shields are down. Now the laser blaster. Short range, hitting on 3s. Has it taken any damage, Steve? That one? No, so let's just randomise it then. 2 hits. It's the body.
Okay.
And it's strength 8.
Mm-hmm.
So 11.
There's a direct hit.
And 13.
Is a devastating hit.
Okay. Now we're going to come over, we're going to fire this Reaver.
We've got -1 to hit because of these wounded water armor.
Okay. -1 to hit. So missiles, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't know if they can do anything. I'm going to try and target the body and hit it on 6s.
Yeah. 7 actually. 3 minus, no 6s.
6s, yeah. For 1 hit on the body.
Yep. +1 to this one.
So +1, plus in the flank.
Yep.
So +2. So 4, 5, 6. What do I need? Strength is 4, so that's 10.
That's a direct hit.
1 direct hit. And the volcano, the melter cannon, which I cannot target because it's a template. So -1 hit on 4, which hits. Strength 11. It's the body, and it's a 6.
And we need another dice. Template weapon.
Oh, it's 2 hits, isn't it? So a 6 and a 2, so it's 11, 12, 13. In the flank, 14, +1.
2.
+2, 16.
Okay, so that basically goes there.
And then a crit.
2 critical hits.
2 crits. And I am out of guns. And it survives. What's it got left in the body? 1 pip left?
It's on the orange for critical. So it's got
Okay.
reactor leak and its shields are burnt.
Okay. So we might as well just go straight into the end phase.
Yeah.
I've just got a stabilizer problem here for this guy, which is a 6. Which way does it turn, Steve?
To the right.
To the right, 45. Okay. Anything for you to do?
Yeah, I'll have your reactor leak, which pushes me into the orange with this warhound that you just dodged. And that's it.
And that's it. Okay. So end of turn 5. Does the game continue? That's an 8, I do believe. The game might end.
Yes.
The game's over. End of turn 5. Steve has lost
Everything.
4 Cerastus Knights
2 Reavers.
and 2 Reavers. I've lost a Warhound. Quite a decisive victory, I would say, to Mortis. We'll have a little add up anyway, and we'll get back to you in the overview.
Wow.
What do you want to say about that?
Yeah, that was a spanking. 37-14.
Yeah,
in the
to
end.
Mortis, yeah.
Ouch.
Yeah.
Well, I went full stride first. I wanted to try and get him in range and give Chris a lot of targets to think about. And then my range of weapons being quite short. Hopefully hit back, kill this particular Titan on the left flank, my left flank, and then move to the middle and take out the other Reaver. With a big target like the Warlord, and my weapons being not that particularly long ranged, I kind of wanted to ignore him and take him out of the game by outmaneuvering him. But I forgot about his ridiculous BGM Mortis trait that lets you turn double firing, which is very, very strong.
Yeah, so Swift Killer, 45-degree turn before you fire, -1 ballistic skill is really handy for a lumbering Warlord. Keep his fire arcs up. I was particularly worried about 4 Cerastus Lancers, taking them out. So his priority was actually just to get a Bellicosa shot on him, because I know that they can just crit up and take them all out, which it did. So kind of once that was done, actually, I was really happy with the positioning of everything.
Yeah, losing them on the first shot of the game, essentially, that was quite a blow. Because as you say, my plan was to run around the flanks, bounce between cover, and try and either take out the Warhound, which was more to the middle at that point, or threaten the Warlord. If I that's a lot of points right there.
Yeah, I mean the Warhound had one job, was to just move up quickly and drop shields with the bolters, and if it died, it died. I didn't, at that point I didn't care, and then hopefully would open up for these guys, which was great for this guy, and this guy just getting stuck in with a power fist was perfect, really.
I think to me it underpins how powerful Cerastus Knights are.
Yeah.
Just
I mean, even 2 can just open you up.
Pour a new one into that Reaver.
Once that flank was open, just 2 of them just get around the back, and it was no problem at all. So I just got a wife shuffling around. Yeah, she's leaving now. That was awkward. Yeah, 37-14. So next time, yeah. But I'm going to say we had terrible tech. We had a camera that literally died, as in it would not work halfway through. Lighting was okay. Sound is terrible, as you probably can tell. So this is a practice run. We're going to try and work things out.
Yeah.
See how we feel about it. See how you feel about it. Maybe get some better tech and have another play.
Pray to Mars.
Yeah, yeah. and that's it. Just call it a day. Happy? Thanks, mate.
Thank you.
See you for the next one.
Bye.